Hi everybody, we continue our discussion. Now we were dealing with the permutation, combination and binomial. Now we do more problems. If NP5 is 56 into NP3, what is NC2? So we go for NP5 is n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4 multiplied, because we require 5 terms starting from n. It is equal to 56 multiplied by 3 terms from n minus 1, n minus 2. So n minus 1, n minus 2 can cancel on either side. Ultimately you get n minus 3 into n minus 4 is 56. Now look at the idea. These two numbers differ by 1. n minus 3 and n minus 4 differ by 1. So we require a product where the elements numbers differ by 1. 56 is 8 into 7. 56 is 28 into 2, but that will not work. 40 into 4, that will not work. But 8 into 7 is a situation where there is a difference of 1. So n minus 3 is 8 and n minus 4 is 7, or n is 8 plus 3, 11, or NC2 is 11 into 10 divided by 1 into 2, which is 55, the answer. Here we consider an important result of combinations. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is n plus 1 CR. So this is n, but there it is n plus 1. And R minus 1, so R is bigger, and you take that. Now left hand side, in factorial representation, n factorial by R factorial into n minus r factorial plus n factorial by r minus 1 factorial into n minus of r minus 1. n minus of r minus 1 is n minus r plus 1 factorial. Now we have to simplify. We take common factor n factorial outside. Now looking at the denominator, we observe here this is r factorial, here this is r minus 1 factorial. So we have to multiply here by r to make it r factorial. Similarly, you have to multiply here by n minus r plus 1. Therefore, net effect is you multiply the numerator here by n minus r plus 1, the numerator here by r, and you take the LCM. The result is minus r plus r cancels, giving you n factorial into n plus 1, which is n plus 1 factorial, by r factorial into n plus 1 minus r factorial, which is simply n plus 1 CR, and that is our right hand side. Now application of this formula in simplifications. 10C6 plus 11C7 plus 12C8 plus 13C9, suppose we want to see it. It is called S, suppose it is S. Then you add the missing term 10C5. When you add 10C5 to S, 10C5 plus 10C6 come. So 10C5 plus 10C6 can be combined as 11C6, because 10 and 10 will go to 11 and 6 will come there. So 11C6 plus next is 11C7. That will go to 12C7 plus 12C8. It will go to 13C8, and finally 13C8 plus 13C9 produces 14C9. Now net effect, S will be 14C9 minus 10C5. So try to understand how combinational terms can be simplified. We consider a plus b the whole raised to n, expansion, a raised to n. So 1 a raised to n. So 1 is nc0 plus nc1 a raised to n minus 1 into b plus nc2 a raised to n minus 2 into b squared plus etc. General term ncr a raised to n minus r b raised to r plus etc. Last term ncn b raised to n. Now we see ncr power of a is n minus r and power of b is simply r. Now TR plus 1 general term is NCR, A raised to n minus R, B raised to R. Now we consider TR plus 1 by TR. TR plus 1 is NCR, A raised to n minus R, B raised to R, divided by TR means you have to reduce R by 1. R minus 1. R becomes R minus 1. So NCR minus 1, A raised to, the difference is n minus of R minus 1, that is n minus R plus 1, and B power R minus 1. It can be simplified. NCR by NCR minus 1 is factorial n by factorial R into factorial n minus R multiplied by in the denominator, so it becomes the reverse. So n factorial here and the remaining R minus 1 factorial and n minus R plus 1 factorial. You can see n factorial will cancel, R minus 1 factorial and R factorial will go with R in the denominator and n minus R plus 1 in the numerator. So net effect of NCR by NCR minus 1. NCR by NCR minus 1 is n minus R plus 1 by R. Now the result, TR plus 1 by TR is NCR by NCR minus 1 is n minus R plus 1 by R, and you see B raised to R minus 1. So 1B is there in the numerator. Similarly 1A is in the denominator, so into B by A. So this is the result. TR plus 1 by TR is n minus R plus 1 by R into B by I. A plus B the whole raised to A. So this is B, this is A, and finally it is B by A. We consider the greatest binomial coefficient in the expansions. We take A plus B the whole raised to 5, giving you 5C0 A raised to 5 plus 5C1 A raised to 4B plus 5C2 A raised to 3B squared plus 5C3 A squared B cubed plus 5C4 A B raised to 4 plus 5C5 B raised to 5. The binomial coefficients are 5C0, 5C1, 5C2, 5C3, 5C4, 5C5. But 5C5 is 5C0, 5C4 is 5C1, 5C3 is 5C2. So the coefficients are 5C0, 5C1, 5C2, again 5C2, 5C1, 5C0. When you simplify, it is 1, then this is 5, this is 5 into 4 by 1 into 2, it is 10, again 10, 5, 1. So we see the greatest coefficients come here, 10 and 10. So greatest coefficient, then n is odd. It is given by n plus 1 by 2, the third coefficient, so T3, and it is also equal to T4. So the formula for greatest coefficient is the term n plus 1 by 2. Now, in the case of even power, A plus B the whole raised to 4, the coefficients are 4C0, 4C1, 4C2, 4C3, 4C4. They simplify to 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So 6 is the greatest of these. It is the third term. So it is n divided by 2 plus 1 when n is even. So try to remember, when n is odd, it is n plus 1 divided by 2. When n is even, it is n by 2 plus 1. The terms give you the greatest coefficients. Now for example, if A plus B raised to 20 is considered, 20 is even. So that case go for this, 20 by 2 plus 1 or 10 plus 1 or 11. So T11 will give you the greatest coefficient. If this is A plus B the whole raised to 21, the answer is like this. It is 21 plus 1 by 2, or it is 22 by 2, it is 11. So T11 is the greatest coefficient. We consider an example. The independent term in the expansion of 3x squared minus 4 by x the whole raised to 12. Here A, first term is 3x squared, B is minus of 4 by x, this is minus, actually this is plus minus 4 by x. So B is minus 4 by x and the power n is 12. We have the formula TR plus 1 NCR, A raised to n minus r, b raised to r. It becomes 12CR, 3x squared, the whole raised to 12 minus r, into minus 4 by x, the whole raised to r. Now our problem is independent term. Independent means x power 0. So we go for the power of x. It is x squared power 12 minus r. So x raised to 24 minus 2r. And this x raised to r in the denominator comes as x raised to minus of r. So net result, x raised to 24 minus 2r minus r is x raised to 0. Or 24 minus 3r is 0. Or r is 8. So the answer T 8 plus 1, because we have to put r is 8. It is 12C8, 3 raised to 4 minus 4 the whole raised to 8. Simplifies 12C4. 12C8 is 12C4. 3 raised to 4, 4 raised to 8. This is the independent term. Now we consider the conclusion of these lessons. I wish all of you to go through the results we have explained, go through the problems you have done already, and then make sure that the results are in your brain. Best of luck to each and every one of you. Thank you.